Ladies and gentlemen, we have another one. Another reaction. You ever thought what could happen this year? You know, we started off pretty nice. I won't lie. Nothing bad has happened so far. But it's only the first month. We're in January. January, what is it? 21. Right? For me, it's 21. I don't care about your time. Anyway, the January's been, it's been a long January. I won't lie. You ever thought what could happen in the upcoming month? You probably haven't. So today, we're reacting top 10 scary 2021 predictions. Let's get it. Okay, that could happen.
2020 was quite the year, and really, could anyone have predicted all of its events? From the apocalypse to the end of antibiotics, I'm going to cover a few of the predictions for 2021 so that if things pop off, we can at least maybe be a little bit more prepared. Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have a zombie apocalypse. This one comes from the list of
Listen, all of you that play Walking Dead, we're good. We're good. Light work. I wish this would happen. Then I would show my skills. Bro, I would get so much clout. The amount of kills I would get. Oh, bro. Trust me, this isn't the worst prediction or scary prediction. This is a good thing. Trust me. If it happens, yeah, some people would die, but it will be fun. I won't lie. Yeah, it will be fun. Yeah.
Thomas' predictions for the
I'm not
year.
taking back
He
what I
wrote
said.
that it would start off with
Let's
a
watch.
Russian scientist and lead to total extinction. Well, I'm a huge Last of Us fan. I would prefer if we kept the zombies in the game instead of real life. Nostradamus said it would be a few young people who would be half dead to give start. Honestly, the virus we're dealing with right now is certainly bad enough, so let's hope this is one prediction that Nostradamus was way off on. In our number 9 spot today, we have a biblical famine. Before the pandemic, the world was already having an interesting time trying to feed our ever-growing population, but the pandemic has had an immense effect on our world and has left millions of people without proper access to food. Whether it's the production of food that has taken a hit in some countries, or the loss of jobs and the crashing of the economy that has left more people turning to food banks for help, food insecurity is definitely increasing.
What happened?
Stop. Did you know every time you shop on Amazon, you're
Don't worry, guys, you won't see this.
make passive income?
Don't worry.
In 2020, we saw the Democratic Republic of the Congo add an additional 7 million people to its crisis of food security, and we also saw 20 million people in Yemen in an absolutely dire situation. This is just a few examples of places where famine is at an absolute extreme, but it is absolutely not an isolated incident. The economic impact of the pandemic coinciding with climate change is certainly not a...
This is so true. You probably watching this, you have food on your table every day. Let me just tell you this. Be grateful for what you have, because other people, like the kids we just saw like in the previous pictures, they don't have any of what you have. Be grateful. Stupid ass hoe.
Combination. In our number 8 spot today, we have the big one in California. Well, we have known for a while that at some point there's going to be a pretty devastating earthquake in California. It could be coming up a lot quicker than we anticipated. Nostradamus has predicted that a huge earthquake will hit the New World or the Western lands, and California is truly the most likely place in the West for this to happen. He said that it would happen when Mercury is in Sagittarius, shout out to Sagittarius, and when Saturn is fading. According to astrologers, those two planets will be in these positions on November 25th of this year.
I don't believe in
this.
I don't believe in that one.
Cybersecurity. There have been predictions of huge cybersecurity breaches coming this year. People are looking forward to hopefully the end of the lockdowns we've seen due to the pandemic, and hopefully more people will be able to transition back to working in the office rather than having to continue working from home. With this change, it's possible that hackers could use this time time as a time to strike. As people transfer from working on different
Nah.
computers and networks, there might be some slip-ups in encryption or people uploading things to the cloud that normally wouldn't be uploaded.
Nah, not
I'm
scary.
obviously no computer expert, so I'm not exactly sure how this all works, but all I know is that people are saying this could be the year we see just how unsecure all of our computers really are.
Nah, this one
In
isn't
our number
scary.
6 spot
That's
today, we
like
have
anyone can
cyborg
do that.
soldiers. I think this one is
Ooh.
the most far-fetched for me personally on
This
this
is
list,
cool.
but that doesn't mean it won't happen. Maybe it already
Bro.
has, and I don't even know. There are predictions that
I
American
wish.
soldiers will have chips implanted in their brains that will give them an artificial intelligence level of thinking.
Bro,
While
that's
this
so
could be
cool.
cool in theory, I have absolutely no idea how this would work, let alone all of the negative implications this could have. It would definitely be cool to have the ability to process things on an entirely different level, but mixing that kind of power with human nature really could be
Bro,
a
where's
deadly
this scary?
combination.
This
But
is so
before I dive
cool.
into this one,
So
guys,
far we have
please don't
zombie
forget to hit
apocalypse
that
and
thumbs
this.
up
This is
button.
cool.
It
I
really
haven't
helps
seen
us
anything
out.
scary so
In our
far.
number 5 spot in our halfway mark, we have the fact that
Oh yeah,
coronavirus
this is obvious.
might just continue. One of the scariest predictions for the year is basically just
Oh, we got
going
another
through
ad?
the same thing that we
Yeah.
went through last year. In January,
So I have a remote job where I work from home and work
Don't worry,
only
we don't
5
care.
hours
Don't
a
worry, I'll
week.
skip
But
this,
the
don't worry.
craziest part is
You won't see that ad, don't worry.
January
Edit.
of 2020, we honestly had no idea that it would be one of the most difficult years globally. If you're in one of the countries that has managed to get a handle on the virus and is no longer in lockdown, people are afraid
me.
of the virus finding its way back in. The vaccine is definitely a saving grace, trying to help our world return to how it functioned pre-pandemic, but we certainly aren't out of the woods yet. People are afraid that COVID-19 will continue to greatly affect a ton of countries and that this new
Stay
second
home, bro.
strain
Stay
might
home,
bring
guys.
another
Just stay
extremely
home.
tough
Trust me.
year. In our number 4 spot today,
Listen.
we have
If you stay home for 3 months straight, like don't go out. Order online. Your food, everything, just order it online. It's light. Corona will be over so fast if people just stuck to the rules. But no, we gotta have parties. Stupid people, I swear. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're the reason I can't go out.
end of antibiotics. Doctors have been warning us for years that eventually
What? Bro, why am I
antibiotics
itching?
will
This
become
is actually itching
obsolete due to an increase in antibiotic use.
I took a shower,
This comes
don't
from
think I'm nasty.
overuse as
It's
well
just
as
this itching me
improper use
from
of the
the back
medicine, and we
of my
honestly
head.
might be seeing those repercussions pretty soon. We're seeing more bacteria and illnesses evolve into superbugs that are immune to the powers of penicillin. This could lead to people getting more sick, more serious complications from illnesses, and even potentially more deaths due to things that would have been treatable. In our number 3 spot today, we have
No word.
aliens. From the UFO footage that
This
was
is
released by the
so
Pentagon to
cool.
all these random mysterious monoliths popping up all over
But
the
I'm waiting
world,
for the scary
it is
part, bro.
starting to seem more and more likely that maybe there really is life on other planets, and it might just be the year that they make real contact.
They won't.
with
We got
humans.
corona. They
There are
can't
tons
travel
of
to
people
us.
who believe that
Airports are
2021 is
closed.
the year of the
They're not
alien,
coming.
and honestly, that number grows every day. Space is incomprehensibly huge, and so the potential for there to actually be aliens feels likely. I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you could meet an alien, would you? And what do you think aliens look like? I just want to know. I'm just curious. In our number 2
That's
spot
true.
today, we have solar storms. We apparently might see some pretty
Bro,
intense.
what do you think aliens look like? Because everyone has like them, big eyes and things, but I think they look hot, bro. They look sexy. I'm not even gonna lie. That was cringe. Let's move on.
And devastating solar storms this year. These storms were predicted by Nostradamus, but also have been in the news recently as the sun has been showing more and more activity. These solar storms could have a terrible effect on our Earth and mess with available resources,
Solar
and could
storms?
potentially even render some areas unlivable. Nostradamus said we will see rising water
Who
and
is
the Earth falling
Nostradamus
under it.
guy?
If this were to happen, we could
Never heard of him.
potentially see mass migration and fighting over resources, which we already do, so that would not be good. Hopefully the sun just feels like acting like the cool guy with sunglasses that I always drew him to be in the corner of my elementary school drawings. If you know, you know. In our number 1 spot today, we have an asteroid.
But how many
Another
ads does this
Nostradamus
girl have
prediction
in
is
her
that
videos?
of an asteroid hitting Earth.
Asteroid, okay.
Well,
I'm gonna skip this guy.
Stop
don't worry.
right there. Just stop. What if I told you that you can make an extra 5 to 10K without
Don't
having
trust
to
these
do
guys, guys.
any work?
Don't trust him.
well, he
No one wants to see you win.
say the
You gotta do it
word
on your own.
asteroid, he did speak of a long trail of sparks within the sky, which is made of fireplace, So honestly, I'm not really sure how else
This one's
could be
likely to happen.
interpreted.
Now I
There's a
believe
chance
this
that you
one.
might be
Others
wondering
nah,
if there
but this
are
one I
any
believe.
potential asteroids lurking around that
Yes.
might be worth keeping an eye on. Like the asteroids just lurk around. Like what?
Let me tell you why I believe this one. Let me tell you why I believe. You know how the moon is like made up of like multiple rocks combined together? What if the gravity like is so strong that the moon just gives up? It's like, nah, I'm not holding it together anymore. Lets one piece go. That piece goes straight for us. Hits Russia or the whatever. We're done. We're all done. Or maybe it's a small asteroid, you know, takes out like half a continent. That's also a possibility. But that is true. That is actually so true. Like the moon is responsible for everything that might happen.
And the answer to
Trust me.
that is unfortunately yes. NASA is keeping tabs
I
on
took
a
science
large
in class,
meteor called
in school. I know
2009
what that means.
KF1 because it
I
could
know what I'm
be
talking
on
about.
track to collide with Earth on the 6th of May this year. All right,
6th
guys.
of May?
well,
How do you know? What?
That was a sad ending.
Who
All
told
right,
you,
guys,
bro?
that has been
Stop
our list
it.
for today. Thank you so much.
But if you know when it's gonna happen, just stop it. Just like move the Earth faster and get the asteroid into the ocean, and you're good. Right? Yeah. Bro, I should be a scientist.
Checking it out. I've been your host, Olivia
Oh, we're done.
Kozlowski.
Okay. Let me know what you guys think is actually gonna happen, because I don't think any of what she says is gonna happen, except the asteroid one. That's a possibility. I told you about the moon theory. So yeah. Peace.